Hello, y'all. Long time no see. You know, it has been 3 weeks, but we're back and better than ever. So prepare to be amazed. Yeah!
That was me.
Yeah, that was you. Good job, Stetson. Good job.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Well, welcome back to the TNN podcast. We're good to see you guys back again. If you missed us, you know, it really depends. But yeah, we've been back. We've been gone for 3 weeks doing stuff.
Well, you guys have been doing stuff.
Well, we were gone for a week, but are you gonna say something, Stetson?
I thought I'd lean in.
He leans into me. He gets right up to the mic, and I'm like looking over, and he's not saying anything. All right, well,
Good idea.
yeah, it was a good idea, Stetson. That's right. Well, I am your host, Tyrell Miller.
And I'm Tim.
Yeah, and we have the second host here, third host. Say something.
I'm giving up on you.
Okay.
I'm Stetson Miller.
All right. Yes, we got that too. Okay, so we're going to basically use this podcast to kind of tell you guys what's been going on and what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
Here, I'll recap mine first.
Well, no, we have to do the week, month of the week.
Absolutely nothing.
No, you gave it away. Okay, so the month of the week for this week is July. It'll be on the screen right now. That's right. That handsome fellow right there is a male.
It's kind of gruff.
Yeah.
But he likes to have his hand on his neck, though.
Yeah. Okay, so this is why.
July without that hand.
Exactly. So family role, son, he's the oldest brother of the family.
Looks like a grandpa.
Personality / description, tall, mean, cool, built body, good looking, gets lots of attention from girls, kind of a beach boy, sorry. Kind of a beach boy. Tan, blonde hair, blue eyes, goes to lots of parties and drinks too much. Relationship in multiple.
Does he have a lot of chest hair?
Dude, he totally does.
What do you mean? He's got a beach body. Girls hate chest hairs on beach body.
Well, yeah, but he's a man.
Yeah, that's bed.
Not saying if you don't have body hair, you're not a man. That's not what I'm saying at all. Don't get it that way.
Yeah, you trying to attack me or something?
Some people are just more manly than others.
Sometimes you just gotta grow up.
Yeah, exactly. Grow hair. Okay, instead of got milk, it's got hair. Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
So yeah, that's this week's month. Man, that's really. It's really like
it screws you up, kind of.
Yeah, this month's week. This week's month.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, why don't we get started then? So Timothy, what did you do?
Not a whole lot.
Please detail.
I went to work.
Dang.
I worked, and then when I came home, I went to the gym sometimes, a couple days a week.
Sometimes.
And then,
So he's getting buff.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then
And
and then nothing else.
any
other than that.
significant improvement that you feel?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the weight's slowly increasing.
Are increasing? Good.
And it feels like.
Is
Well,
it easier?
when I'm looking, I kind of like.
Ooh, Timmy's getting the ooh.
Well, I did
Finally growing
get a
chest hair?
compliment that they were like somebody who was like, oh wow, Tim's not so scrawny anymore. I was like, heck yeah, dude, that's what I'm looking for.
All right, we'll keep it up, broski. Keep it up.
Yeah, and then I got a speeding ticket. That was cool.
Yeah,
But,
please do tell.
Should be good. It was my very first speeding ticket, or very first ticket.
Wow, that was long.
You were
and
looking in the
then,
rearview mirror trying to get a good look at your biceps, right?
Yep. Yeah, I was busy admiring the stuff. But
stuff.
yeah, I was just going on a back road that the speed limit is way too low. It's 55.
Stupid
in a
speed
very,
limit.
very long straight roads. And yeah, I crested a hill at the same time as a cop, and then he got me.
Yeah.
thankfully I went and like talked to the judge or whatever, and then it won't go on my record.
So how does
that's
it
good.
feel, Tim, to be a criminal?
Well, I mean,
Talk to the judge.
Yep. I sat there and he pounded his gavel. No, he didn't. He
He's
didn't
like,
do that.
Guilty.
Yeah.
You're going to prison for 20 years. No, it's a speeding ticket. Oh. $70.
Yeah.
It's $50, whatever it was.
$50.
Yeah. And then what do? You also went with Christopher, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I did go with Chris one time because he said he was going to go to Spokane to pick up an engine and then go from there to Missoula to look at a car and possibly like a bumper for his truck. But we took his truck and I don't know, we left early at like 6 in the morning or something, and I just fell asleep. And then I woke up and he's like pulling off the side of the road, like, I don't know, 2.5 hours later or something, and he's like, the oil light just came on. I was like, oh boy. Oh boy.
It's a little pressure.
And so, no, it had just gotten a nice, good sized oil leak.
So you guys didn't go to get the
and
thing.
so, well, we were like an hour away from Spokane, and so he had some oil, we filled it back up, and then went to the next, like, Napa and got a bunch of extra oil, and went there, picked up the engine and stuff, and then we came back, but we had to stop and refill a couple times, and yeah, so we lost a considerable amount of oil, probably 3 or 4 gallons.
So you just, okay.
And
just keep
keep
it full.
Just kept
Keep
pouring
chugging
it.
it.
Yeah, and so and where the leak was, it would leak onto the drive line, onto the drive shaft, and so it just like and just sprayed it all over underneath the truck, and and then he went right after that. Basically, the next day, he went and parked it in like the guest parking
And it
lot.
was out.
Well, no, he parked it in the guest parking lot and then left. He went to like Idaho for a job. For like, he was gonna be gone all that week, and then like not even 4 days, it already had a note on it from the landlords. I was like, hey, call this number and say why it's here, why this truck's parked here, because there's a very large oil stain underneath it.
Yeah. My landlord would freak out about
and so
that.
Chris called and he was like, oh yeah, okay, and the guy was pretty chill about it. He's like, just letting you know it's got a big oil leak or something.
Yeah.
And so then he moved it out right as soon as he got back.
Okay.
But that's
the extent.
Yep, that's about it.
Well, I think just because it's because of relevance, I'm gonna go ahead and tell this story so that way I don't forget it after the whole Iowa trip thing. So I have 2 cars, or had 2 cars. I have a 1999 Brada GT. I was gonna say no. Mitsubishi Eclipse GS, and then the other one was a 2000 Oldsmobile, and it was doing good. It was doing okay.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it was doing okay before Stetson came into its world.
Well, was it using?
Horrible.
What was it? Was it burning oil or like coolant or anything? What was it doing?
Well, I just need to get a new one because there was a possible gasket being a problem in the future.
Like the head gasket?
Yeah, and there was some other stuff. And I was like, well, whatever, I'm just going to sell it. Some other unlucky person can have it. But Stetson didn't have a car because his car started having problems. So he started using my car all winter. Well, slowly got destroyed from the inside. First off, start of February when hell months for winter came. Stetson didn't have any heating at all. There was no air conditioning.
Nice.
The fan that's been going, that weird sound, it just gave out eventually.
Nice.
Yeah, and then also Stetson had no power steering for like an entire month or whatever.
Nice.
No, it's been 2 months.
2 months. Okay. So we get back from our Iowa trip.
Couldn't hear you over my jacked forearms.
Yeah, so we had a chance to buy a car in Iowa, and we decided not to. I'm glad we didn't because I would have had to give him $1,000 for it, and that wouldn't have worked. But we drove home, and he gets in the car, and his first day of work.
It went well.
Very first day.
It went
Go ahead
just
and
fine.
explain what happened, Stetson. Actually, before you said that, there was some leaking on the driveway that she wanted to talk about. I thought it was somebody else. But that foreshadows a little bit of the event that happened.
Not important. It has nothing to do with the event. The car just went to sleep. It's not gonna wake up anymore.
As you were driving it?
As he was driving it.
Crying fire.
So pretty much, because he's not gonna, for some reason he's not saying it. He was driving and it popped something like that.
Something like that.
And then
Something
came
went
out,
bang.
says it pulls over, and I guess he saw like this oil
No, it was dripping fire, man.
dripping fire.
Straight from Hades.
Yeah, and he ran down to the nearest gas station, grabbed the fire extinguisher, ran back up.
40
it was
40
like actually
pound.
like on fire.
Yeah, well, the oil was, and Stetson thought it was going to be, so he ran down and grabbed it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Came back up, and they called me, and eventually I picked up and went down. I was just about to start watching the show, too.
Ticked at that.
Yeah.
Come on, Terrell. Calls you like 2 times.
Yeah, and so I go down there, and the car, we're pretty sure we blew a rod.
Yeah.
So it's done.
Whatever that
Was there a
is,
lot
I don't know.
of smoke at all or anything
No.
like that?
Not when I got there,
There
it was
was like
fine.
no smoke. It
Okay.
was just melting rubber.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, there's probably my guess is it has
Something like that.
lost oil, either oil pressure
The
or
oil was fine.
oil
We checked
amount.
oil.
Yeah,
We
they
checked
probably
the
fine.
oil.
It was just like melted rubber.
My guess is oil pressure then.
It was
And
just
then-
rubber. It was
So it
rubber that
wasn't
was
getting
burning.
lubrication and it got very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
probably
Yeah.
I'm probably threw a rod or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, so
Idea what those are? You should probably know now that I'm breaking things.
yeah, and then I decided to just take it to I get it towed, and I get like $75 for it from the salvage yard.
Yeah.
And Stetson gets a new car.
The very
Yeah,
next day,
I
with
saw it.
all the money I have in the bank account, which is great.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And yeah,
It's
so
what,
that was the
like,
story in the last week.
Mid 90s Cavalier or something like that. Mid to late 90s.
2000.
2000.
Okay.
2000 Cavalier.
2000.
97,000 miles on it.
That's pretty good.
$1,700.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
I guess you could say I'm a dealer.
All right.
That made no sense,
Well-
but whatever.
That happened a couple days ago.
Can I have your fried rice?
No. So now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Iowa trip. So yeah, the reason why we weren't there we haven't released a podcast in a week is because we went to Iowa for spring break for our school spring break.
Flash Tyrell's birthday.
Last Tyrell's birthday, my birthday. Yes. So we drove down, and for any of you guys that are wondering what's down in Iowa, well, so you know, my family relative of like 50 people down there.
Yeah, and
And, you
then,
know, we're a
I mean, that's
pretty big
where you
deal.
guys were from
Yeah,
originally.
we're originally from that, 14, 15 years ago, one of the two. And so, yeah, we decided to embark on a journey across. It's like, what is it? How many miles? It's like 1,600 miles? 1,600 miles, I think is what it
Okay,
is.
so it's like 2 days.
24 hours.
24 hours
in
straight.
total
Okay.
driving time.
Did
Yeah.
you guys stop at all or no?
Yes, so
Okay.
we stopped to get gas. No, okay, so we have an uncle who owns a hotel. Motel, halfway.
motel.
Oh, okay.
Halfway in between. It's in a place called Moorcroft, Wyoming.
Ah.
Literally 11 and a half hours there, 11 and a half hours from there to to Kelowna, Iowa,
Okay.
where we're from. And so we just went there. We decided to drive that way. But the whole day was kind of interesting. So we got up in the morning and we decided to do a video. I'm probably going to post a video of all of them. A video every single 100 miles.
Oh, okay.
That way we're forced to do something because we never videotape. And stop sitting. And he's rolling dice.
he's getting distracted.
Well, you can like actually talk.
Contribute.
So we are anyway. Right before that, the day before that, we get this thing called the Yum Box. Okay, and I ordered. I bought them online. It was on Facebook. It looked cool. Basically, what it is every single month you get a new box, and that box has
Yum's in it.
snacks,
Yums.
6 snacks from some random country in the world. This month was Ukraine.
American.
America. And it was Doritos. No, okay, this one was Ukraine. And so basically every 100 miles we did 3 in the first day, 3 in the last day.
The bread
Okay.
box of Europe.
Yeah, Ukraine's a bread
Bread
box.
basket.
Yeah.
I thought that was Belgium.
Nah, man, that's
No?
bread box. I mean,
No, man, I
Maybe
guess
not.
not. That's what
Maybe
Stetson
not.
looked
Okay.
up on Google.
yeah,
Okay.
it also
before
says
that.
in there, it has a pamphlet and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Ukraine.
Anyway, so we tried those out, and we'll have those videos up eventually on the podcast episode. But a couple of interesting things that happened while we were doing it. So I was
Not
driving.
interesting at all.
So I was driving most of the way. I mean, we didn't really have any problems. We had a train that made us wait 10 minutes, and there was like a really angry chick in front of us yelling at it for a while. Or
The
behind
train?
us. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Well,
Nice.
because the train it was waiting for another train to go by.
Oh,
and
so
then
just sitting there?
Yeah, so it was just sitting there, and then after the train went by, the last train just sat there a little bit longer. The guy was
Nice.
like, "What the heck? Get moving!" Anyway, so we get moving, and eventually I decided to switch out with Stetson Miller. And I say, Stetson, we're on I-90, and we have to stay on I-90 for 400 miles.
He said, stay on this road.
I said, stay on I-90. Yeah, okay. And then I brought my laptop so I could watch Game of Thrones, and I just go and I close
Watch Game of Thrones.
I close I like put the blanket over me so the light doesn't penetrate the whatever, so I can actually see it. And I am gone for an hour.
Meanwhile, I'm in the zone.
Yes, Stetson's driving.
Focused on the road.
Yeah, focused on the road until
Maybe not which road or what?
Yeah. So I take the blanket off after I'm done and I'm putting my stuff away, and I look at my phone. I'm like, man. And this is Google Maps on it, right in front of him too.
No,
Oh no, was his phone down?
Yeah, it was
forget.
down.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was down.
Yes.
Okay, but it was on. Anyway, so I look at it. I'm like, why does it say turn here, or in an hour and a half turn in another location?
Okay.
And I was like, what? And then I look at the number, and instead of I-90, we're on I-94, going up.
Oh, going north.
Up into North Dakota, like in that area, that way. And I'm like, what the heck? What's going on?
And I'm sitting there freaking out. Yelling at me.
Yeah, yelling at him. Get one job. Get one.
Just stay on this road.
What happened? You said like you looked at it and you're like, nah, or something like
No,
that.
I was following a bunch of people and they start like a lot of cars started turning right, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just go with. Wait a minute, I gotta stay on this road. So I went left. And left.
Anyway, so Stetson just decided to watch read signs, but anyway, so we get onto this dirt road, and I have a really low car.
It's a scary car. That's why I don't look at signs.
I have a really low car, and Stetson's still kind of new at driving stick shift.
I know.
But we get on this dirt road, and it's like 15 miles to the highway, but
okay.
it took us 45 minutes.
Wow.
Because it's slow and it's curvy, and we decided to take a pee in the middle of it. Stetson didn't want to drive, and I didn't trust him. And it's a sportsy car, and people are like looking at us as we're going by, like, what the heck? This?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the farmers
We're
that are doing
just
this.
flexing on them fellow farmers.
Flexing on the farmers.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, it takes us 45 minutes to get to the road. We get to the road and we start driving again. Life is good.
That's all you remember of your play tape.
That's all I remember of my play. And we start going, and shortly after the Crow Reservation, like by Billings, a little past Billings,
Okay.
we get to the part, and the road is completely flooded. All of I-90.
It's on the very lower right corner of
nice.
Montana.
Yep.
That's fun.
And so we had to take another
Detour.
45-minute detour all the way around, and that was fun.
Yeah.
So eventually we get, although when we actually took the scheduled time, projected time we were going to land at, or be at Moorcroft for Clark's, we were like a couple minutes late. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we found out he was making us pound ribeye steaks.
Oh.
And so we went there and we
Wow.
talked to him for a long time.
Nice.
And we ate some ribeye steaks.
Long time.
Yep. And then we went to bed. And then the next day started. And that was boring as heck.
What do you mean?
It was just driving.
Because you're driving
Although-
through Wyoming and
Wyoming,
like-
South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa.
yeah.
But then we found out how bad the roads are there
Yeah.
compared to
As
Montana.
soon as you leave Montana, the roads are garbage.
Respect the roads.
Garbage.
like the
road
interstate.
Like Minnesota's I-90 is garbage.
Love that construction.
Fun.
There's bounce. Okay, anyway, whatever the whatever. Okay, and so yeah, we eventually get there,
Burgers.
and we finally arrive, and we're staying at my cousin's, Starla's and them, and they allow us to have like a room, whatever, and that was the first day.
We got there at 9 o'clock
Yeah, we got there at 9 o'clock, so 24 hours
in the
of driving.
afternoon.
Nice.
But we did jump forward an hour.
Yeah. Yep. And now on to the third day. So the third day, we went to with my cousin Justin because for some reason they had school off, I don't really know why. They didn't really have
Spring
any
break?
Well, no, they didn't.
No?
They didn't have spring
Teacher
break.
meeting.
They didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
They didn't have spring break because of how many. They had like 3 weeks off of school because of the snow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bad weather,
Okay.
bad cold, and
So they didn't have spring break. They had an
What was
Easter
their
break.
coldest this year?
Yeah, their coldest was like negative 50.
Wow.
Yeah, wind chill, but
Yeah,
negative
wind chill,
50,
yeah.
which is crazy. Ours was pretty easy. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like kicking this thing. We decided to go to Iowa City and just go buy some apparel because I want to waste money on Iowa
Always
stuff.
gotta go for that
Oh, yeah.
merchandise.
You
Yeah.
try and order it like from here,
Well,
anywhere.
I just for some reason
yeah.
when I'm there, I'm like, oh, it's here. I want this. I want that.
I'm not gonna be here for another
'cause
year.
You see it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
sat there and just looked at stuff for a long time. 'Cause I'm an Iowa Hawkeye fan. All I need to buy now is underwear and socks. I'm
And
decked
you'll have-
out.
Yeah, you got shoes and everything.
No, I need shoes. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about. I guess I don't count shoes as
Yeah.
those are overclothes. So
Yeah,
it's a little bit
okay,
different.
okay.
Yeah, but so we went and looked at the Kinnick Stadium. Which is the
Iowa
stadium
Hockey
itself.
Home Stadium.
Yeah. And
Okay.
we got to go in this children's hospital and go to the very top, where I guess there's this new thing called the Wave, where basically, well, it is new.
It is new.
Yeah, because the hospital's like only a couple years old. But basically, children that go to the hospital, they can go up to the very top and watch the game, and then a certain part of the game, everybody turns around in the stadium and,
And
waves
waves
to the
it.
kids.
Oh, okay.
It's actually gotten national news, so it's a pretty big deal now. But
Nice.
we got to do that, and then we went to my cousin Andrew's, and they had an Xbox One, and I went and played some of that and played the Black Ops 2 against them. Problem is, their controller is like delayed, so I was doing terrible. I mean, I still beat them, but I was doing terrible. And yeah, and then the next day came.
Next day.
Day 4.
Day 5.
So we lifted with Peter because Peter's a gym junkie now. Yeah. And that was hard.
Even more than Timmy.
Yeah. He had a hard workout. I mean, like, it was
Yeah.
good. Stetson over here was struggling.
I was fine.
Stetson was threw up.
The second,
Yeah, it was fine. I just puked in the bathroom. No
that was the
problem.
second day when we did legs.
That was the first day when we did legs.
Now we did legs.
First day we did quads,
Chest and quad.
chest and quads. And that was the day you struggled. Second day was only arms and biceps and triceps.
It was the first day.
The first day of lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
That just means I worked harder than all of you. I pushed myself to the
Even
limit.
though it was the same. Yeah, it was the same.
I just have a lower limit.
Yeah, it's a lower limit. Yeah, and then we went home and we decided they have these mini bikes. They have these little 250s, and there was like 6 of them, and we just drove around Kelowna, driving around.
Nice.
It's so cool seeing people look at you when you're doing that because they're like, "Oh, look at that! Look at those guys! They're hilarious!"
Were they like tiny,
We had
like
Amish,
pit bikes?
yeah, like tiny pit bikes.
Nice.
The Amish
And there's
people thought
Amish
we were
people looking at us like, "What the heck?"
What's going on?
Yeah, and then we went and played. Did we play with? We went to Grandpa's house before, and they had like this new game. We played with them.
Quirkle.
Quirkle! It's a
Oh,
fun
yeah.
little game.
It's colors
They
and
love it,
shapes.
and they taught us how to play it, and we beat them every single game.
I beat them every single game.
Justin beat
except
them
the last
twice,
one.
and then I beat them the last
You-
time.
you won the
Although
last
I was second the
was
first
second the
time,
last
second the third time, and first the third. Anyway,
Blew you all out.
yeah, yeah. So we did that with them,
Pro shapes.
and then we decided to go bowling. This is one of 3 times we went bowling that week. 'Cause there's not much to do in Iowa City.
Yeah.
There's bowling,
Apparently there's not.
ice skating, which we totally could have done, but we didn't.
We should have.
Yeah, and I
We
think
did it last year. so
me and
it's
Andrew
not
and
enough.
Sesson went bowling, and we bowled like what? I think I bowled like a 130, and you won one of the games.
It was Andrew and his friends. He still had his friends, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And they were cool. It was Zeb and Sean.
Peter, oh yeah, we went like had this punching bag or whatever, and like my
Okay.
very first stand, I just did a standing punch. It was a little turn up. I did like 8-10, which
Oh,
was
it
the
tells
first.
you how like.
Yeah, it tells you what it
Okay.
was. And that was the highest until my friend Andrew did a running punch, and he got 830.
Little farmer
Okay.
cousin.
Yeah,
They always
but,
packed the biggest punch.
yeah, totally. Anyway, so we did that, and we had to flex a little bit.
I was third place.
Yeah, since it was third place. Yeah.
Third hardest punch, you know.
Yep. And the next day was Wednesday, and that was my birthday. And so we went in the morning. We went to Sam and Serena's house, which they own a ton of dogs. It's like
Oh.
8 German Shepherds. They breed German Shepherds, which is why
Nice.
I want to go there all the time.
More than that, because there's still a
I don't
lot that
know.
are in the cages.
Yeah, there was a puppy I wanted to
That
buy.
I've never
and
seen.
we played like croquet. We played some stuff like that. We played Rook. We played Settlers of Catan. Never played that game.
Really? You never played that?
Nope.
Wow.
And then I went to look at how much it cost, like $50 to buy.
That's why we've never played it.
Yeah.
Speak. Just on a tangent, I guess. There was a game that Steven borrowed called Scythe.
Scythe?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like setup involved. It's pretty.
Okay.
It's kind of complicated, but once
it's like Munchkins or
once you
something,
wrap
or?
your head around it, it's more complicated than
Okay.
that. But
And
like
these
once
are
you
all
wrap your
card
head
games?
around kind of how it works, then
Board games.
Board games,
you
same
can
thing.
you can figure it out. And it's
Okay.
pretty easy. But yeah,
I bought.
because it was a game that he was like, hey, you want to come over and we'll figure out how to play this game, because he just borrowed it from some people and he didn't even know how to play at all. And so we just looked at the pieces and like looked through the rule book and just figured it out. And that took like
That's
an
the
hour.
best way, dude. That's the best way. I bought a Monopoly, but it's a Game of Thrones edition.
Oh, gosh.
You can literally push that while you're playing.
While you're playing, it just plays the theme song.
Yeah, just plays the theme song. I mean, it's like half. It's like shorter.
Yeah,
But
that's funny.
yeah, it doesn't stop until you play. No, but it does stop. Shut up! You should have left it. And it like has like golden dragons and silver stags for the currency.
Oh, nice.
And it's got all the plays. I want to play it.
Nice.
We should like totally play it.
And then there's also a game I ordered called Coup.
Coup?
It's pretty fun.
Okay.
How do you spell
It's
it?
probably-
Is it French coup?
Like coup d'etat?
It's like a
baby coup.
military coup. Like
The military coup, yeah.
Yeah, C-O-U-P.
C-O-U-P. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
Coup.
yeah.
Like pigeons.
I don't speak French.
Co-op.
Yeah.
Cooperative. It's not
Very
coup,
cool.
It's co-op.
We'll need to play it. I enjoy
Yeah, I haven't
board games a
gotten
lot.
it yet, but it's on its way.
Oh, you haven't got okay.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
just bought
ordered
this
it,
game.
but I
Well, actually,
haven't.
have you ever played a game called Loot?
Loot.
Loot.
No.
It's a pirate game,
old
and you
game.
like it's kind of like Dominion in a way, but not. You basically have these cards, and you have the pirate ships, and you have attack, and you have money, and you want to try to attack the money ships, and like other people can attack you during their turn, and then
Okay.
whoever gets the most attack gets that ship in the end of the turn. It's pretty fun. It's
Okay.
it's a really fun game. I might go get it. It's like $11.
Nice.
But anyway, so yeah, that was my birthday. We decided after Sam and Serena were done, we were gonna have a boys' night thing. So it was we all get together and we do stuff. So we had this awesome idea that we were talking about, and we decided to do it with Peter. So we have six mini bikes, right? We have 250s, and then he has a crotch rocket.
Big old Kawasaki.
Yeah, and
Ninja?
so we played hide and seek
Probably.
in Kelowna, and then like I think it was like a 2 mile radius or whatever, 2 or 3 mile radius. And basically, we can drive anywhere, but specific locations. And then he has to come catch us. The only thing is, he has to follow speed limits. He has to
Yeah.
follow like rules. He has to stop. We can go on the sidewalk. We can cut between neighborhoods. We just can't go on the grass.
And these mini bikes can only go up to like
22.
23, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can get up to whatever.
Downhill.
Yeah.
And so it's terrifying when he comes around the corner. You're like, we're gonna die!
You just see a bright light chasing you.
Yeah, because he can get up to speed immediately.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to.
But
Is it in the dark too?
No, it was,
Okay.
it was night. Or like it was like
was
getting
day.
it was, yeah,
Like
it was day.
dusky.
And so so we decided everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna split up, and we start taking off, and he gives us a minute head start, and then I ended up following one person. Stetson followed Zeb, and
No, I went my own way and saw Zeb hiding behind like a truck, across the town. Yeah.
and then what happened? Like, continue.
Oh, and then we met up and just kind of talked to each other, and then he's like, oh, there he is, and I look over and you see this giant motorcycle slowly creep around the corner and head straight towards us. And he goes a little shortcut, which you can take once. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can take it one
It's like
way.
an instant getaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I decided to go the other way because I wanted to be different. I'm just, I'm like a rebel, and so
How does he catch you? Does he have to like?
He has to get up to you, get really close to you, and then say, "Caught you."
Okay.
Or you're caught.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyways, we had like a really nice little chase off. He said it was intense or something.
Yeah, eventually it gets.
It was intense for me because every time I look back, it was like that much closer.
Well, he said following the speed limit was really hard with Stetson because as he caught up, the one time he like got right to him, and then Stetson veers off in the corner. And he's like, "You almost caught on there,
Yeah,
bud.
I take the shortcut right before he catches me. That was scary.
Yeah.
Then I go into a dead end and I get caught. Still.
Because they know the roads that we don't. So Sessa was the first one to get caught of the group. And
So I played in a tree and waited for all you guys.
And so me and Matthias are another one of my cousins. We go and we're like, ooh, there's a dead end. It says no outlet. So we just went over and down the dead end to the very end of it and sat there because we knew Peter was not going to come there. We just talked. And then my grandpa called me during the middle of it, and I'm talking to him, and he's like wishing me happy birthday. And we see Peter drive by real slowly. We're like,
around?
ooh. No, he didn't turn around.
Oh,
He just
no.
kept going.
Okay.
And so that was awesome. And we eventually were waiting it out, and we got bored. And so we're like, you know what? We're just gonna go. We're just gonna start going. And so we're driving around, and we're like, there's a school in the far end of this game, and we wanted to make it to that. That was the goal.
Okay.
And as we're driving, we meet up with Zeb. Okay, I see somebody pull a corner, and I book it. And then Matthias is like, wait, no, that's somebody else. He's like, oh wait, that's Zeb. And so we meet up with Zeb, and we're playing, we're driving around, and the one time we found him, he didn't see us, but I turned around and I see a single light coming down the hill. I was like, go! And everybody's booking it, and somehow he didn't see us. But eventually, we decided to make it to the school, just make a run for it, and he catches up to us, and we split off. Me and Matthias one way, Zeb the other way. We're all gonna meet up at school, and there's like a little shortcut you can go around it. And so we're driving down, and Peter, I guess, barely sees us, turns down, and just starts booking it. He broke the speed limit to get to us, because I'm speeding, I'm like maxed out right now.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and he's catching up, like, what the heck? He's going so much faster than the speed limit is 25, and I'm booking it, and I turn around, and you're caught. Goes to the next guy.
He did
Turns
say he was pretty bored, and so
Yeah, he was going
had to
31.
get it done quick so he can get excitement and not want to quit.
So then we met up with Zeb after we got caught. We started talking, and then he comes around, and there's no outlet of this area that we're in. And so Zeb and Peter are literally just going around this roundabout, not touching each other until eventually Peter's like, "You're caught" from across the side, and that was the end of the game. And it was
Nice.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
that
was
sounds
really
like
cool.
a lot of fun. Like
It was really cool.
We've played sometimes. I think I've played it twice, where some camp people in from Columbia Falls, where they played a game called Fugitive, where they would.
Fugitive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good game.
I know
It's
Fugitive.
pretty. Yeah, where everyone they'd come in, there'd be I don't know, usually like 2 vans with the parents in it, and then they'd drop you off at like a school, and you had to make it
to the
back
other
to
side.
like the church.
Yeah.
And it's at night, dark, and and they're
How many
patrolling.
miles?
It's
Like
I
2?
don't know. It was probably like a mile and a half or 2 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The enemies have flashlights and.
Yeah, and they were in their cars.
Yeah.
They were in the vans,
Okay.
and so like we could cut through alleyways and stuff like that, but they would like you're not supposed to actually go
Be
on
away from
people's
the road.
property.
Yeah.
But they had a couple scary close encounters of that. Like one guy like came out the back with a shotgun and was like, "What are you doing?
Back up."
He's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, we're just playing a game." And they run off, or they're like huddling under someone's windowsill, and somebody
Yeah.
opens it, and they're like, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" And then they just take off running or something. But
Yeah.
my experience with it though was pretty much just. We're just running for like a mile and a half,
Yep.
and we almost get there, and like, oh god,
So there's somebody
and
just
then
patrolling.
yeah,
it.
they're just patrolling around, and if they shine you in their headlights, then you're caught.
What? For
Or-
us, you
and
gotta
they-
like tackle them.
And then they have like flashlights
Yeah.
too that go out, but
yeah,
but
and
it was yeah.
we play that in Eureka. For high school students play that, and it gets pretty rough because you gotta
Town
catch,
pump
you
the
gotta
subway.
physically catch the person. So some people, they jump off of their truck and sprint full speed at them and tackle them, and
Yeah.
people get hurt. It's
I
intense,
don't think
but
the
it's
parent-
still fun.
I don't think the parents quite wanted to do that.
Yeah, well, this is high school.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah, it's pretty fun.
I've never played it.
Like that,
I almost
but-
went and played
but
it one
motorcycles
time.
would be really
It's very
fun too.
fun. I liked it a lot. I won
Yeah.
twice.
You won twice? Nice.
Yeah, me being a track man and all.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a
Everyone
long
else-
run,
Endurance
though.
running. Yeah.
Everyone else just
I'm on the
picking a
subway
lady
so
and
long.
hiding in a
That's
bush.
like-
Yeah. It's like 2 miles,
Yeah, it's
2 or
like
3.
2 or 3 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go from the historical village to Steins or to the.
Subway.
Well, do you have to
No,
stay
or-
on the road then?
No.
No, you just
Okay.
go anywhere. You just
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
And
No.
yeah, it's
Pretty fun.
very fun.
Yeah.
Not from what I've been told. But yeah. Okay, so the next day we decided to hang out with our favorite people. Oh, sorry, Tim. The Hathaways. So this is Cambridge and Rain. So we decided to in the morning or after a certain amount of time, we went bowling again for the second time with Cambridge, and Stetson got the highest score, and I got like second all 3 times. But I think Stetson won twice, and then Cambridge won once. One of you, I know one of them had like 160. That was a score it was pretty good. That was Zeb like the first night.
He had 163.
And so we're playing and stuff like that. And then afterwards, we decided to go to Yachty's, which is an amazing ice cream place.
Amazing.
And then we went to their house.
We met our old Amish babysitter.
That our old Amish babysitter, the one that spanked me for trying to get out of. So he's like pulling this
wagon,
and we're sitting inside of it. I said, I want to get out of the wagon. He said, no, stay in the wagon. And he's like 13 years old, and I'm like 4. And he's like, no, stay in the wagon. I'm like, I want to get out. And he's like, fine. And he gets up and just bends me over and starts spanking me. I'm like, what? You're not my dad. And so I have very bad. I don't like that guy.
Yeah,
he was very aggressive.
I feel really, really bad because when we met him, he's like super happy. He's like, "Holy cow, you guys grew up so much!" And I look at Terrell because I don't really know what to say.
He's like, yeah, I'm giving him a handshake, and I'm like,
we can kind of tell.
Who are you?
We don't really like him, dude.
Who is this guy?
He gave us bad memories.
He's like, yo, dude,
Cool
man.
dude.
Yeah, he's like, I used to babysit you. I was like,
Yeah, no,
oh,
You.
oh.
you were kind of like a teenager. And you had long hair. Dude.
You had
He's like,
authority
yeah, that was me. And it's like,
authority issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a really cool dude, though. I wish the encounter was better, but
Yeah, well, we met him at, well, yeah, anyway, it was fine. He's getting married, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we decided to hang out
he
with,
was married.
yeah, he is married, sorry. Married to a Montana girl, which is very kind of
Montana
cool.
girl, another Montana girl.
Yeah, because Zach is married to a Montana girl. And one of the days we hung out with Zach, too, we played board games. That was
That
fun.
was the
We played
first.
Yahtzee.
That was the first day.
Yeah, I'm the god of that. No,
old
actually, I
Yahtzee.
lost both games.
That was on the first night.
Yeah, Monday.
Third
That's right.
day,
It was
first
Monday.
night, yeah.
But anyway, so we decided to go back, and we have a history with these guys of basically going over to their house and then not getting home till 2
Nice.
in the morning because we just play games.
Yeah.
And
we
so we
just
went.
talk.
We just talk. Yeah. Went to play volleyball. Played some awesome volleyball, but it was a 2v3, so we decided to have a handicap rule where basically you allow it to hit the ground once, and then you can hit it twice. It's up one. You have to choose one of the two. If you're the two people,
But it has to go over.
it has to
on
go
the one.
over still on the third time or the
Okay.
third time. But anyway, so we did that. And that was a lot of fun. That was really funny. We played, and it was tiring. And the 2 people have to run so much. And we had some really awesome volleys. We're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And at the
just
end,
non-stopping.
At the end, I mean, during those volleys, because I was usually on the 2, and it would be a nice volley, so I'd be thinking, maybe I should just mess this up just so I can
'Cause
stop
it's
running.
tired. Yeah, you're just constantly. 'Cause as soon as he hits it, you
Was
have
it
to
like
hit.
a full size volleyball court?
Yeah.
Side
Okay.
volleyball
Yep.
court,
And so we were playing that, but it was outside, and so it was all bouncy ground stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I almost.
But they both play volley. 2 of the girls play volleyball, and then we just did. We did.
We're
but-
just competitive, so
Yeah, we're
that's
just-
the same thing, No.
And last time, actually, Stetson rolled his ankle on the very last spiking serve. He spiked it,
Oh,
got the win,
nice.
rolled his ankle, hurt his ankle really bad, and he almost did this
I
time
almost
too.
did it this time. There was a big old hole that messed him up.
I remember,
Same one?
well, before we get there, he's like, and it was about the same location, but before we get there, he's like, I really hope I don't roll my ankle.
Yeah.
And then, like, within the first couple hits, he does that. Almost does it.
I land. It's like, whoa! That was
Yeah.
close.
But anyway, afterwards we go in and we're making some food, or they made some food, and they immediately asked me like, "Guess what kind of pie we had?" And I already guessed it, like literally the day we got there. I'm
You
like, "We're gonna
said
go
that,
there."
like before we even got.
Yeah,
there.
I was like, "We're gonna go there, and they're gonna make us raspberry pie." And he's like, "Okay." And then we get there, he's like, "You're not gonna guess what we got. I made for you." I was like, "Raspberry pie."
Oh, you were like, no, we know what you got.
Yeah, we know we got
Kinda
raspberry
let
pie.
them off, you're like, what do you mean you know what we got? It's like, oh, we already talked it over.
Yeah.
Already speculated this.
Yeah. And so then, we just decided to play we ate some food, really good food, and then we played Taboo. I've never played Taboo before.
Me neither.
I don't
It's
think
like
I
that word game.
personally played it, but I've watched people play
it's
it.
exactly
Like when
the
I was
same
too
as
young.
you're just having the word game where you put them in a bowl. And
Yeah, but then you can't say certain other words, right?
Which is a lot of fun. It's fun. And then we also played a game called Chameleon. which I don't know if you ever played it. Basically, what it is you have like 6 cards, and they all are, or 5 cards, and they all have a code on them, and then you roll dice. And after you roll the dice, you look at the code, and then it'll tell you what the card, which is a topic card, what actually thing it is on that topic. So for instance, let's say you had sea life and it said D5, and everybody with the card would see that D5 is lobster. Okay. But there's one of them that is only a chameleon, and he gets the card, and so he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, the card
so
just
then,
says you are the chameleon.
Yeah, and so then you go in a row, and everybody says a very vague answer, like what they think it. So like for instance, lobster, you wouldn't say red because that just gives it away.
Crustacean.
You'd go crustacean. Well, crustacean would also give it away, but you'd be like
antenna.
Oh, but he knows that it's sea life.
Yeah, he knows what the topic is. He doesn't know what exact
what
type
it specifically is.
So they would say let's say like antenna, and then it goes next one until it eventually gets to the chameleon. He would say something too that he thinks based off everyone else's answer, and then afterwards everybody votes who they think the chameleon is.
Okay.
Everybody votes who they think the chameleon is, and you can get away pretty well, especially if it's really vague.
Yeah.
One time I was a chameleon, Stetson messed it up and said, what was it? It was stingray.
It was a stingray.
And Stetson's like, Steve Irwin! or whatever. And I'm like,
Is it Irwin?
And I was the next one.
Everyone.
And I'm like, oh, that changes everything. And I said my answer, and then only one person guessed it was me, and yeah. So that was pretty cool. But then afterwards we played Up and Down the River. I don't know if you ever played it.
I think so.
Which is it's a tradition. And that game took us like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because we just talked.
There's also a lot of... You have to play like 10 hands, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's
or 10 like sets or whatever.
7
rounds.
times 2.
It's 15 hands.
Yeah.
But that's not the reason why it was bad, though.
You're just
we
chatting the whole
stopped,
time?
and we would talk and talk. And one of the times, like... It's just nonstop laughter all night. One of the times, Stetson said something. I'm like talking because one time I was talking about because they like to ask us what we're doing, and I'm like, I'm doing some voice acting, and I have a coach who's really breeding me towards that. And they were like, breeding? And I'm like, wait. And it just the whole room laughed, and I was like, shoot, I totally meant it too. I meant what I was saying. I thought that was the right word, and it wasn't. Oh man. And then eventually, I'm talking about like Montana.
You were talking about how beautiful
our part of Montana is. And Stetson said something.
I don't know what
and
it says. Like,
Cambridge.
only found in this. In our location.
It's only found in our location. Yeah. And Cambridge starts laughing so bad. He's just crying over in the corner. We're all laughing at him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that was so quotable. So quotable. And so we laugh for like the next 5 minutes. And our one of the family members is videotaping it because they like to videotape us laughing. And turns out,
keep it going.
It's really awkward.
We gotta record this laughter.
Yeah, and
it's
then
fun time.
Turns out she didn't even record it. Let's see if I can.
She recorded the second half.
Yeah, she recorded. Let's see. She sent me a video of it.
She did to me too.
Yeah, I want to see if I can.
Dad and all our other friends.
No, that's the landlord. Keep talking.
So it's just something about Montana.
I don't even know what it was.
It wasn't even that good, I don't think. But yeah, there was a lot of those type of moments throughout the whole thing.
I don't think she sent it to me, but it was an absolute blast.
That seems like it'd be a lot of fun. But for me, if you just are just talking and you just stop playing the game, I'd be like, come on, keep going, keep
rolling. We were
know.
kind of thinking like that at the beginning, but then we're like, wait a minute, just embrace them, and we're gonna have a good time here, so might as well just talk. Cause
I don't know. I didn't think that at all.
I was thinking of that.
I was just stuck in the moment. I was like, dude, this is hilarious, and it was a lot of fun. I don't have any of. She didn't send them to me.
Yeah, because I'm special.
But anyway, so we finished that at about. We finished up at 2:00 or no 1:30. Which is like one of the earliest we've gone out there. Yeah. Usually it's because Dad talks nonstop.
Yeah.
And we have to go up, and afterward, because you get so tired, and everybody's just kind of, everybody's tired laughing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we decided to go back.
Yeah, it's just laughter. That's all the video is.
Yeah. So that was that. Let's see what time it is.
It's
42. So we're gonna go ahead and do Dad's Common Sense of the Week. Yeah. All right. So he says, I memorized it. I looked at it 1 second and memorized it. He said, "Don't dance when you're taking a shower."
Nice. That's
Why?
pretty good.
Because you'll fall.
Because you'll slip and
I've
fall.
only fallen 3 times.
Yeah,
It feels good.
There was a kid I knew a couple of years ago where
Timmy's foot. I'm like massaging it. I'm like, ooh, footsie.
he broke his arm because he was soaping the bottoms of his feet in the shower and he slipped and fell and broke his arm.
That's so sad.
That was self-sabotage right there.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I forgot to say something. Did I tell you? Yeah. Shoot, what was it? I just forgot. So, like, on the start of the trip, we're driving with my car, and you know how my car has a thing that goes back for the sunroof. Mm-hmm. Well, I like reach back and just whack the top of it and not break off, but I separate the middle piece from the sliding part, and so it was just up a little bit and just. And you have to close. You have to bring it back.
Did you whack it?
Because I was trying to reach back and grab something, and for some reason I just whacked it.
He's a violent.
And and then it's testing. Anyway, so that was just that, and so I don't know why I remember it. It was just so annoying.
It ticks him off most of the time. Yeah.
He's like, fix it.
I'm sorry, I don't hear it right.
Anyway, so then the last day, the Friday, we
Partied.
Yeah. So
bowling. Red. Lobster.
okay, so the start of it, he's just reading notes.
That's what you have written.
So the start of it, when we first arrived, they decided to put a big group pet chat or whatever with like 17 people. Mm-hmm. We're like, ooh, we're a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was we're
a big deal.
Things to do with the Miller boys before they leave.
Yep. And so we
oh my.
We partied. Well, I went over to their place and we played some games. We played some Rocket League, which I've never played before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I like it.
Yeah. I showed them how it was done. Anyway, so then
Done it.
we're playing.
Okay, do you do ball cam or do you not do ball cam?
We did ball and puck.
We did puck most of the time.
Like, what camera do you use?
For Rocket
ball
League cam.
I use ball cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it focuses on the
makes
ball.
me
Yeah,
feel
it focuses
sick. I
on
like
the
it.
ball all the
Yeah.
time.
Which was a little annoying sometimes,
Because
but yeah.
Steven
like
has it on his Switch, and I can't. Like they're like, how do you do that? I was like, no, that's way better than the other one. You actually know where the ball is at all times.
All the time, yeah. Which it can be a little annoying sometimes. But anyway, so we're decided to go partying, and they asked me one place I wanted to go. I said Red Lobster because I've never been to a Red Lobster, and we don't have one in Kalispell. Mm-hmm. The mayor, you're listening to this, get a Red Lobster.
Wasn't there like a rumor or something that they were gonna get one or something
I don't know.
like that?
They're supposed to get an Olive Garden soon.
Oh yay!
Something big. Yeah.
But anyway, so we decided to go bowling again. Yay!
Another bowling.
With like 20 people or something like that, and we're bullying these kids, and they just really ticked me off because they were young and they were really big, and I think they were like 10, but they ugged me, man.
What? They ugged you?
They ugged me.
Wait.
So I just grabbed the bowling ball and I beat them
Okay.
What are you
with
talking?
the bowling ball?
with the bowling ball. This
what?
bowling ball.
What?
Listen,
He's trying to
He's trying to do something. You know, we talked about this earlier. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to bet with the Misfits. And Sessions like, no, they're pretty smart. We're not.
But the thing is, normally it messes it up.
I said they're pretty good.
Normally, though, when you try to do that, you do something that's a little more outrageous than like
That is
beating a kid with the bowling ball.
no. I mean,
That's
like,
why news outrageous. That's totally understandable.
no. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, these young kids, and they're just kind of annoying and stuff. Like, wait, is that in real life? Or
Yeah,
is that
and then I beat him with the bowling ball.
Okay, but then once you get to
me,
that,
so I
whatever.
beat
All right.
With a bowling ball, and it's like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I gotta jump in. Stop this.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, that didn't happen.
Oh man, he was so obsessed. It was so.
I am a hero. Okay.
He was so confused. He's like, wait, that didn't work. What? What do you mean? Oh man, just go along with it. Okay, so we're bowling, and I do like a 150, pretty quick. And we had one of our cousins, Shane, came over, and this was, I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this.
Okay.
So he had like two bowling. He was bowling for him and his son.
To say.
What?
So we played a game, and it was okay. I didn't really do that good.
Okay, now you can say the end of the part.
Okay, so yes, this didn't do too good.
No.
Anyway, so we're bowling,
could've.
and he like starts off with a turkey, but it wasn't like it was a split turkey. It was him and his son, and he did 2 on his, and then the next one was a strike on it. And this is the first time
on his
he's bowled.
son's like thing.
Yeah, on his son's.
Okay.
Son's
And this
like
is the
4-year.
first time he's bowled in like 15 years or so.
Oh wow.
I think that's what he said.
He looked like
Yeah.
a pro.
I know, he looked like a pro.
15
Anyway, so he's
years.
playing.
No.
He gets up, yes. He gets up to 120 or whatever, and he's in the last 3. And I told him, I said, dude, you gotta get 151. If you beat that, if you get that, you beat. No, it was 160. I said, if you get that, you beat me. You beat everyone for the night. And he said, okay, fine. I'll get a turkey on the end. And he goes, next one. It was a strike. And I was like, whoa, okay. I said, get a turkey. I don't mean it, okay? Don't get a turkey on the end.
actually
And he's
get a
like,
turkey.
fine. I'll get 2 strikes, and then I won't get a strike on the last one. I'm like, okay, fine. And then he gets a strike. I was like, dude, you know what? Frick, just go for the turkey. Just go for the turkey. And all night, I was struggling with the pin number 5. I was getting literally a 99999. That one I got
Okay.
160 was all 999. Yeah. So that
It's the very center pin.
yeah, the very center pin, and that entire that's 160 game was all spares because I couldn't get the 9 or the 5, and so I told him, and I told everybody that, and everybody was laughing. They thought it was because they understood it was bad, and so he told me, he's like, okay, how about this? I'm gonna hit everything but the number 5 pin in recognition of you. And I'm like, all right, and he goes and he knocks them down, and the 5 pin in the middle is just rocking back and forth and stops. And I was like, oh my God. And I just freaked out. And he was like, no, I was like, hey, good job. He beat me with 161. 1 pin he beat me by. And I look, I said, you did that on purpose. He's like, hold on, make sure it's the number 5. It's number 5. Okay, yeah, I did that on purpose. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever, bro. That was so sick. And then, we decided to go to Red Lobster, which we almost didn't go to Red Lobster because there's supposed to be a waiting line, and we were getting a little late. It was like 10 or 9 o'clock or whatever. And they said, fine, we'll go to Pizza Ranch if there's a buffet, and they called it and there's no buffet. So we decided to go to Red Lobster, and they said, if there's a wait, we won't go to Red Lobster, we'll go to Pan Express. And we get there, and there's a wait time, and they were like, yeah, we're just waiting for that last family to go, and we're all about to go, and then they stand up and walk out. And I was like, what, you mean those guys? Yeah, I was like, you mean those guys? And so I had like my own little personal feast. It was like a $30 meal, but it had like 3 types of shrimp, and king crab, and lobster.
I
Nice.
just had a lobster tail and a small cup of potatoes, and it was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
And yeah.
$15 for that though.
Yeah, I paid, yeah.
Super small, but
Yeah.
but did you
good.
have the bottomless cheddar biscuits?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
gave them to
we
you
did.
for free.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which even the servers were like, this is why we like Red Lobsters
Yeah,
for
that's
these
what
biscuits.
a lot of people like.
Yeah,
Red
it's
Lobster.
good. They're good. I wouldn't say they're
Actually-
amazing, but they're good.
I like Olive Garden's breadsticks more.
I've never tried
That
it.
is a lifelong debate, or like a very long
Red
debate
Lobster
that people
biscuits versus Olive
That
Garden.
is pretty
Red
nice.
Lobster cheddar biscuits versus Olive Garden breadsticks.
Yeah, I'll need to try them.
I'll say
I mean,
Olive Garden wins
They're
this
both
round.
just endless or whatever, but
Yeah.
They also have endless salad at
Oh.
Olive Garden.
wow.
And the salad.
Salad.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah. And that was the end of the night. And then we went home and we watched Psycho. Watched the show. Psych. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Just one
really
episode.
great.
One episode.
Chris
and then-
really likes that show. I
Yeah.
think he's seen the entirety of it a few times.
These guys really like it too. And it was like the demonic. Anyway, so we
Just
have.
happened to choose a demonic one.
Well, and then they left, and we went to bed, and we woke up in the morning, and we left. I wanted to I was waiting to go. I wanted to go get cheese curds again. These cheese curds are amazing, and got up at 9 o'clock for that reason.
Got up
And I
pretty
guess on
late.
Saturdays they don't open till 10,
Nice.
so I gotta go there again.
There's
We
cheese
could have
curds at
waited a
Frugal's
half
this
an
month.
hour, but
Yeah, but cheese. Those aren't cheese curds. Those are like breaded cheese stuff. I'm talking about the
Okay.
cheese curds they have there are literally just white cheddar. It's
it's
cheese.
just-
just
But
mozzarella.
it's so
cheese.
good. No, it's white cheddar.
White cheddar.
It's so good though.
Squeaky, and
goodness.
it's made right there in the factory. And
so good. And
Nice.
then, well, it's so good until you eat a whole pound in an hour and you get the most constipated you've ever been in your life.
Yeah, that was a little too
where you're literally just
flat.
bleeding.
You just don't poop for
You're
like
just
3 days.
bleeding. No, I was the toilet was red.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, man.
It opened my. I was affected for like the next couple months.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
plugged
Every
up.
single time.
Control your curd eating habits.
Yeah, but were you sitting on there for so long? You got like a
I was
hemorrhoid
there.
or something?
No, I was there for like an hour shoving and pushing, and I was. By the time I was done, I had a baby. Okay. By the time I was
We don't
done,
need to talk about.
I
poop
almost
anymore.
fainted because I was so
From the release.
drained, like of
much
energy.
Blood pressure from.
Yeah, I was so drained.
Yeah.
So that was bad. That was terrible.
But
It's your workout for
But
the week.
you didn't get a hemorrhoid or anything though, did you?
I might have. I don't know.
That's well, it's like if
I
you
might
have
have
like
for that next while.
it's well, you know what that is, right?
Yes, it's like a cut that just never keeps opening.
Well, it's like
Yeah, I know what
a
it is.
blood vessel.
Yes,
It's like a bean is in
yeah.
there.
Well, we don't need to talk about that on a podcast.
A bee.
I had one of those this winter.
It's a bean. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, and we were done with that, and we decided to drive home. Well, we decided to drive home.
Yeah, we decided to just drive home,
Yeah,
whatever.
we
You
could
know?
have
Done something else.
24 hours. So yeah, we drove home, and I eventually fixed my roof thing, which was kind
Okay.
of whatever. But
Nice.
we were drained. We left early in the morning the second day so we could get home and play Apex. We were having Apex withdrawals.
Yeah.
Justin's like in the middle of it. He's like, I want to play Apex right now. I'm like, I want to play Apex.
Yeah. While you guys were
I wasn't
gone,
like that.
I got a.
Chicken din din.
We did considerably worse. I got a
'Cause I was in
considerable
there.
amount of less wins.
Yeah, we were getting like 2 or 3 a day.
That's yeah.
I had like 4
I think
yesterday,
kind
4 or
of
5.
What it is that when I'm not playing with you guys, I usually kind of
Passive?
I do the more damage of the team,
So that should be good.
which is it's okay. But I think kind of when that role falls to me, we're kind of in a bad place.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Still the same amount of damage you get with us, or no?
No, there was a few where I got more.
Okay.
But
I got a 2000 game today.
yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. We never got like end game.
Oh.
Most times, most times with Steven we would win fights and stuff too. But
Yeah.
with other people that are like they're
Steven
level
pretty
like
good now?
8. Yeah, he's decent.
Okay.
He hasn't played the game in a little bit, but
He helped us win one of our first games.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
like
won
I was
on
playing
our-
with some people that were like level 8 or something.
Uh,
Some friends of mine, and we just couldn't win a
Dump 'em.
squad fight to save our lives.
I played with a guy the other day called Pharaohs or whatever, and he had like. At first, he had like 500 kills on his Octane, which is crazy when you think about
Yeah,
that.
how
And he was
how recently it came
very
out.
good.
Yeah.
First game, he gets 16 kills, and he basically, I had 2 kills, but he had like 2,000 damage out of 1,000, so that shows you how many times he stole my kills. And so then I decided to invite him, and he's a streamer. I didn't know this, but I didn't know this until after 4 hours of playing with him. But we decided to play the next game, and we don't do good. Anyway, at the end of it, we win like 5 games. We're just literally, our teammate sucks, and it's me and him walking through games.
Yeah.
Where I'm killing him or he's killing him. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I watched the 4-hour stream that he was doing and his comments on me and stuff like that.
Nice. The other actually the other day, I think it was Friday. There's some
Rebecca Black.
somebody there's someone from the Funhouse YouTube channel.
Yep.
The most recent addition, a girl named Alana. Anyways, she was like online playing Apex, and I was like, oh, and like her party thing was open. I was like, hey, I don't want to be that guy that just like joins in when they accidentally leave the party open.
Yeah.
So I like debated it for like a few minutes. I was like, do I really want? And it doesn't matter, screw it. And so I joined, and then so yeah, I don't play for like an hour or so with her and just chatted and stuff.
In the game with
Yeah, in game and stuff. But she also wasn't that good.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you tell that to her
Well, she
face?
played Gibraltar the entire time.
Okay.
And
And she was cool with
level
you
like
joining?
she was level like 23 or
She
something.
was cool with you joining.
Yeah, I think because earlier, like a week before, she kind of like posted like on Twitter where she was like, hey, I'll be just playing Apex
This is on
sometimes, and
Xbox?
just feel free to like join me if you want.
Okay.
And I'll just be playing with people.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
cool.
yeah, sure. Cool.
And I should do that. You're gonna play with like all these cool people, and I'm gonna play with you guys. I'm joking.
But
I any girl.
I didn't perform very well on any of those.
Didn't perform good in the
No.
bed, Tim. I didn't perform very well.
her. I lost my chances.
You lost your chance.
This is what I wanted to do. But we had a lot of like people that would just leave though, that just left all the time.
Yeah,
Like just
okay.
disconnected. And there's one where there's a kid. It was like a very young child, he's probably like 8 years old. And then his even younger brother was next to him. And as soon as he picked your brother, the kid was like, "That guy sucks." Like, man, that guy's bad. And I was like, we're like, okay. And this kid couldn't do
Didn't do
anything.
good
He
himself.
wouldn't pick up a shield.
Anybody who chooses Gibraltar
And
sucks.
and you could hear like a bunch of other kids screaming in the background, and like her mom, and eventually her mom was
Shut it off
like,
or whatever?
No, got mad and was like, "You kid did that," and was just like cussing him out, and we're like,
Oh, shoot.
"Okay."
Oh,
And
snap.
so, like, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And then the kid just like disconnects, and we're like, "Uh-oh."
I love it when you're playing with kids and you like they're really really like mean or whatever, and then you hear their mom say, "Kid, son, you didn't do the dishes. Mom, I'm trying to. Hold on, play the game."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the younger brother was like, "I want to play with you" or whatever, and like,
Yeah.
"No, it's only
single."
Yeah, there's only one player or whatever, and yeah, it's something with that where eventually it just they
Just cut off. They just cut off.
disconnected and like,
Well,
whoop,
that's a favor
well,
for
let's see how
everyone.
that goes.
Favor for everyone. Okay, yeah. So, was there anything else that happened kind of the other day, whatever? Yeah, I mean, now I'm just, for me personally, what I'm doing now is I'm in 3 plays, and so pretty much every day I just go to school, go to a play practice, then go to work, which is not fun, but whatever. It's cool. It's cool, and you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
But have you been going to the gym much at all or no?
I went to the
'Cause
gym.
You were doing some with like a class or something, or was
No.
it was between classes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm doing play practice between classes. So on certain days, like Tuesdays, I think I do lifting.
Okay.
So I can only get like once, maybe twice a week, which is whatever.
Yeah.
The only lifting I'm doing is a McDonald's burger to my face.
Lifting the bag of pizzas, it's going, "Here you go, sir."
Hey, you know, I do a lot of
left arm jack.
I do a lot of heavy lifting in Pizza Hut because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
lifting like you don't.
Oh, no.
I'm lifting like 50-pound boxes of
I know.
50-pound boxes of dough or whatever, and you have to. It's all stacked like 2 of them on, and then you have to carry that through like some really narrow hallways to get to it. But anyway, so let's wrap this thing up because we're at an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry we didn't do one. I'll post a video of kind of like the together videos of everything we did. Maybe
Will it be like a separate video then?
yeah, it'll be a separate
Okay.
video on the same channel though.
Because we
Yeah.
recorded every 100 miles.
Yeah, we totally did
Except
without
for maybe
missing
2
100.
of the
I'm
100.
missing a single one.
Well, like some of them, Sesson's sleeping, and I'm
dot.
like, Sesson's sleeping. It's nighttime. We're not gonna be able to get any footage because basically what we did is we would eat the snack, judge it, say what mile we're at, and then we would go and look at the landscape and then finish it off. And the whole like drive home, or like the last couple hours home, me and Sesson were just doing accents like crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to memorize my scripts, and so we would do it in different accents, and then eventually we just started screaming at each other in different whatever, and that was a lot
I
of
mean,
fun.
you probably get
Broke up
sometimes
raw.
where you're just talking like to yourself or whatever, and you just start talking in an
Oh, yeah.
accent.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do that with like an Australian accent all the time.
Yeah.
I do that
Or
when
not
I
all
read.
the time, like sometimes.
Alrighty.
Well, I'll do it for like an hour straight though.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I really need to stop.
Stetson does it Scottish. Dang!
Yeah.
Scottish.
I
I got a
think
lot better.
but that's the thing. I don't think I can.
Rate my
My
Irish.
Australian is
though.
probably the best accent I can do, but it's still not
Yeah.
good.
We
Any
just try
other ones,
all.
I can just.
German.
Can't do 'em.
German, bro.
Yeah.
Mein Kampf! When you
That's all we really. That's all we really.
That's all I know, Mein Kampf!
999.
999! Yeah.
You gotta yell it though.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it sound
high
like
yell.
Germans are the angry people and Russians are the scary people.
Yeah, it's
So if you ever get into a fight, just immediately be like, what?
Wait, say a few words to me before I punch you in the face.
You think
Oh,
this is
you got an
bad
accent.
city?
I'm not
Is
messing
it-
with you.
Beat
There's
crap out of
one
you.
phrase in Russian that is just hilarious. That here, I gotta look it up real quick.
Yes.
I just crack it up.
You crack it up.
I crack it up. I crack up every
Crack
time
it
I
up.
Cracking it up, just saying fillers so
every
we can
time
look
I
it up.
Filler.
Fillers.
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 yeah. All right. So
Fillers.
Okay.
where's
Let's have
Russian?
some peace and quiet.
Now it's time.
Everybody, you're driving right now down the
Your
road.
ASMR and
You're driving down the road and
If you
you
sleep,
see something, but you
You need
decided
that
not to ignore it.
you need the rest. It's gonna help you.
Don't ignore it because
look
it's
good.
probably a deer.
Mm-hmm.
Giacomo thought I was a god when I.
The Giacomo.
No, not Giacomo. Oh, so on the way home, there was a political thing. Okay, so I'm just.
Oh yeah,
I'm just- I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm just commenting.
Facebook.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk.
Sorry.
Okay, I was commenting on some random people stuff, and there was a political post where basically it said Chick-fil-A should we shouldn't eat at Chick-fil-A anymore because they donate to anti-LGBTQ people.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what did I say? Let me see exactly what I said.
Okay, it's my turn to fill. Okay, Facebook.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get down to it. Sorry.
So
one sec.
Giacomo thought that Tyrell was a boss at looking at deer.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, did you talk to him?
So I said this. I said this exact same thing. I said, it's a private Christian corporation that has the right to hire, sell, and donate to whomever they want to. They also have the right to believe in whomever they want to. Them being a Christian corporation means they disagree with the lifestyles that go against those that Christians believe are right, aka LGBTQ. However, it is not hate. It is a disagreement of a lifestyle. And I had 1.2 thousand people like it and 169 comments. So I was just basically replying for a while.
He was having a very fun time for his little moment of
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a very incendiary comment.
Well, I mean, it was so much fun. A lot of them were like, exactly right, Tyrell, or that was well said. Some of them were, they were just like complaining. One of them said, "That's your opinion," and I said, let me read it. Let's see, I commented a lot on like what they said and how angry they got at me. I was like, well, you're discrediting. One guy was like, that's your opinion. And I said, which comment is my opinion? If you're talking about them being a private Christian corporation that can spend the money where they want, that's not an opinion. That's capitalism. And I said that to my mom. She's like, I said that to my mom. And then somebody right afterwards said, well said. And then somebody said BS. And I was like, what do you mean BS? Like, what are you referring to? I sent it to my mom, and she was like, I can see a political office in the future. I was like, yep, get my ego up. Let's go. President Tyrell Miller.
Oh,
Not president, vice president.
President.
Come on.
Anyway, you gonna find your Russian thing,
Yes,
bro?
I'm
just
gonna
gave
do
you
it.
5 minutes
Yes,
of
yes.
commentary.
Come on, man, we just filled it with some Facebook.
What do you
Yes, here it is. All right.
Yeah. Get really close
It
to
is-
your mic.
it is a-
gotta.
It's a very bad obscenity, basically, but it sounds hilarious.
Oh, you're not gonna read
No
it?
cussing. This is a family-friendly thing.
Сука, блядь.
Sucker bled.
Сука, блядь.
Oh yeah, I already know about it.
What does it mean?
I'll just
Come on, what
I'll
does
just
it say?
refrain from saying it.
So we just cussed. So our Russian,
Yep.
our Russian.
So if
said
you
it
know
wrong,
Russian,
so I
I'm
didn't do
We're
sorry.
sorry. Thing is, a lot of Eureka people. Right, we have one of the higher concentrations of Russians in the
I know a
United
lot of
States.
Russian.
Okay.
In Montana, specifically Eureka.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and close this
Okay.
out. It's been good. We'll be back. We're doing it every other week now. I told you that, I think, last podcast.
Yep.
We're just going to keep it up because it's easier, especially because we're going to get hard. We're going to get hard.
Yep. We're gonna get a lot harder around here.
Yeah, no. And then also, I'm like doing softball this
Yeah.
year, so.
Get a lot busier.
Yeah. So, yeah,
And
this has been your host, Tyrell Miller. And then my co host here.
I'm Tim here, boys.
And the one beside me.
I'm gonna get a live Stetson.
Yeah, he's going to get alive. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening. listening. We're gonna be out. Stetson, you're gonna go ahead and give us the the clap, please.
Do it right.
Give us the clap. That's such a, that's give us the clap.
Okay.
No, that would have been really bad. We didn't
Don't
clap.
end it yet. You
I'm
gotta
trying to
clap.
end it,
You gotta give
Stetson.
us the clap.
No, okay, give us applause and then do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Give you the
Hurry
point.
up.
Go.